All right. All right, guys, welcome back to our Newport project. A lot has happened since we were last here. It's exciting to see all the progress. Come on, let's take a look. All right. So if you remember, guys, last time we were here, we had just finished demoing out the pool and chipping out the pool and getting it ready for putback. Since then, all the flatwork and hardscape has been installed. This is what we call a light top cast finish concrete. It has a very, very, very nice light aggregate finish exposed to it. Very pretty, very trendy, very modern. You can see we got all new coping and all new pool tile, glass tile all the way around. New drainage system for the pool. It's almost ready to go swimming. You can see we got new pavers all the way through here. New drainage system with flat work. This is brand new. You can really start to kind of envision the space and start to kind of enjoy, you know, the fruits of the labor, so to speak. Got some shrubbery planted on the outside there. New irrigation valves throughout. We had the guys sheathing the roof. We had the old space sheathing that we needed to cover up with OSB plywood in order to accommodate and efficiently install our new roof tiles. Look at the roof, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the tiles that the homeowner picked out. It's a really nice blend of all the finishes that we're gonna tie in together. Roofers did a phenomenal job. We have nice powder coated black edge metal. We're gonna edit these columns here. This will be the column transformation. We removed, there used to be a lemon tree here. It was right in the middle of the walkway, so homeowners decided to eliminate that and create a more functional space. As we go into the house, you can see a lot has happened. We have drywall up, we've got insulation in the walls and in the ceiling. We've got all of our rough utilities, electrical, plumbing. We've got our recessed lighting throughout. This, guys, is insulation. Creates our value for heating and cooling, right? So in the summertime, it keeps the house cool. In the winter, it keeps the house warm. The best thing you could possibly do for the house is installing insulation wherever possible. Our beams, right? What a nice enhancement we have here. By covering up the old shiplap, which was original, with drywall and exposing these beams and isolating them, we're really creating a focal point for the residents, okay? So you come in and the beams actually just jump out at you, right? As opposed to getting lost in that shiplap. I'm really happy with how everything's turning out. We're gonna smooth plaster over this fireplace. Kitchen, exterior walls insulated. You can see here, guys, what we do in between our framing is we spray foam, and that allows for even better R value or insulating value, okay? So wherever there's gaps that are bigger than, you know, 1/8 of an inch, we spray insulating foam. New gas for our range. This is gonna be where our fridge is located. Here's gonna be a countertop with a sink, washing dishes hanging out. We have new PEX water lines. You can kind of see as you open it up. This black insulation here is a foam material. We sheathe it and cover it up to kind of help keep the hot water hot. This view, standing out from the kitchen while we entertain, is just tremendous. Before, we had walls that you could kind of see through to the master. We've closed all that up. Let's take a look at the fireplace real quick. We had an existing condition. We finalized the design. We've used aluminum or metal framing. We're gonna plaster over this and make it a nice smooth stucco finish. We'll put a nice insert there. What was once kind of a dated eyesore is now going to be a focal centerpiece for the entertainment space. You're naturally drawn to the outside. We did a complete backyard renovation. We started with a blank slate out here. We've got new large format concrete pavers with the same top cast finish. Raised planter boxes for gardening, that's great. New lemon tree in the corner. We're rehabbing this fountain here. There used to be an old fountain. We've completely demoed it out and replumbed for it. Now we've got nice copper spouts, custom. Really loving how this house is turning out, wow. See the ocean from here. This house is rad because it's got the front pool, right, for entertaining and hanging out and enjoying family and friends. And it also has a nice retreat in the backyard, off the master, off the family room, off the kitchen, to kind of relax and settle and maybe do some peaceful gardening and things like that. It's a nice space to enjoy. So as we come back in here, guys, you can see the last time we were here, we were showing you guys the concrete footings that needed to be poured. Remember, we showed you the 1/2-inch rebar with the epoxy doweled in and bent down in, and everything was tied together, and we were waiting to pour concrete. We also had anchor bolts that were stubbed up and hanging out into the concrete footing that we were about to pour. Now that we've come back and poured the concrete and finished it, we've installed our framing. You can see the application for the anchor bolts and how it works. So concrete hardens, the bolts are anchored into the concrete itself, everything's cured. Now we attach our framing, our wall, to the anchor bolts with these nuts and washers, and this wall, in the event that we had an earthquake or any movement with the house, is not going anywhere. So it's laterally and structurally supporting all the walls in the house by doing this. So wiring, we went through with the designer and picked out, a specific placement as far as, where to put outlets. Code, you got to have one on every wall, so we've got at least that. This will be a nice built-in here. Got our framing situated, tons and tons of lighting. You can never really have too much accent lighting. I think that's a huge benefit for, especially for a remodel. If you're going through the whole process, why not add optional, mood lighting, so to speak. So this bedroom strata has direct access to the bathroom there. Nice oversized closet. Look how nice and big this closet is, guys. This is huge. And as we go into the bathroom, right, the layout was very similar to the same, right? So we didn't really switch things around too much. But more importantly, we changed and reconfigured this tub shower combo. You can kind of see how it works. This is what is behind the wall. When you see the finished product of your tile, you go into your bathroom, you're like, oh sweet, that's awesome, it looks great. But your shower valve with your water line feeding your shower head. So when you turn this, it diverts and pushes the water up, and you turn it off, it feeds the tub. This is the new master closet. The intent was to always have a nice big entrance to the master closet, because the previous closet was way too small. So now we've come in here, we've opened it up and shifted walls. This is one of our structural shear walls that we had to install as a result of moving things around. It's gonna have a nice island in the middle. This is our new master bath footprint, double vanity here. Here we have an existing condition with our existing tray ceiling. And in order to match and mimic it, we wanted to fill this in. So this is new framing to accommodate the existing dimensions, right? So we wanted everything to be proportionate. Now we move into the master bedroom. We obviously got our shear wall. Remember, we had the concrete footing exposed, and we were kind of waiting on concrete installation before we could start the framing. We did it, it's in. This is the other side of that living room wall here, guys. We raised the middle portion of the bedroom to kind of give it some character. So we've got our beam running across here, which is carrying the old ceiling framing. We've got another one over there, and then we've got a jump or a raise in the ceiling. Beds here. Enjoy this nice peaceful outdoor setting. We're gonna have nice shrubbery along the back wall there. We've got our lemon tree, which is eventually gonna produce for us. I'm really happy with the progress. In the bathroom, we've got our hot mop, which has been tested. So we fill this up with water. We put a plug in the drain, fill it with a minimum of 1 inch of water, and you have to leave it set for a certain amount of time, and the city inspector will come back and determine that the hot mopping is up to code and it's not leaking. It's ready for shower tiles. We've got our paper, our lath, our scratch and brown. Shower valve, no tub here, right? So there's no tub filler, but we've got our diverter with our handheld. That's what this water line's for specifically. So this is the diverter if we want to use a handheld to shower off, and then we've got our main shower head here. I like to set our shower heads at a minimum of 80 inches. Here we've got a rain head shower. We've got our shower head here, and then we've got a double operating rain head. So it's lots of water will be used. I like the size of this shower. Nice big tall shower niche here. This is a nice bench that we've got here. It's what we call a floating bench. It's hanging out by itself, a little custom. Our next steps in the build process would be drywall, finishing out all the drywall, taping and texturing all the drywall, getting it ready for, sanding and painting. All of our showers need to be lathed and scratched and browned, and then our tile needs to be installed, so guest baths. Cabinetry, believe it or not, we're on to the next phase, which is cabinetry. So after we get our drywall in, we'll start fabricating our custom cabinetry. So we've got our vanities, miscellaneous built-ins throughout. In the kitchen, we'll be working on cabinetry, countertop fabrication, backsplash, all that fun stuff. Finishing out the fireplace with custom detail work, and eventually filling the pool. So we will go swimming in that pool eventually. All things good. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll have more exciting, fun information to show you guys. So thanks for tuning.